Congratulations. You found the Twin Cities Hit Show with Rusty, Courtney, and Chuck.
Well, what do you know? It's time to go. Listen to the Twin Cities Hit Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Reach for this one.
And now, a real hit show, live from the Twin Cities.
I don't know what we're yelling about!
It's the Twin Cities Hit Show.
Well, I'll give this little cookie an hour before we're doing the no pants dance.
I would like to extend to you an invitation to the pants party.
Excuse me?
The party. The pants with the pants. Party with pants.
Brick, are you saying that there's a party in your pants and that I'm invited?
That's it.
Let's get this hit show started.
Party in the pants and in the Southside Studios.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
Always. Every Monday through Friday at 9:30, y'all.
Festive pants party. Streamers.
Are you saying that your pubic hair is really long, Chuck, in your pants?
Oh, my gosh. Can we start over?
No, I'm sorry.
Do you braid?
Yeah. Well, would you call this braided? Take a look.
Oh.
All right, you found the Twin Cities Hit Show.
I would call that topiary.
Topiary.
You've used head shears, obviously, and
yeah,
that appears to be an elephant.
Edward Scissorhands.
Yes, it's Twin Cities Hit Show. I'm Rusty Gatenby.
I'm Chuck Cobb with braided hair.
Oh, sorry. I'm Courtney McLean. I'm sorry, Chuck.
Okay.
I cut you off.
You look lovely today, Courtney.
Do we sound all right?
Thanks.
I sound kind of weird. Are we all right?
I sound like I'm a little bit in space, but I'm okay with it.
All right, good.
Whatever.
In space.
Whoa. That was perfect timing.
Oh.
It's like I did it on purpose.
I like our theme song, but speaking of space, name this show.
X-Files. Also, this song was on a compilation CD in the late 90s called, like, Mood Music.
Oh, good God.
I know, right?
Come on.
Mood music?
Yeah, and it was some mood CD that they were selling on the TV, you know, where they, like, list the songs on the TV. Anyway.
Wow. I think it's one of the cooler TV theme songs. TV theme songs have kind of gone by the wayside. They used to be longer with lyrics, you know, the Three's Company one and all that. Now they're shorter and shorter.
Except for HBO shows, which I think have a lot of... They have,
that's
like,
true.
Some great...
Anywho, X-Files fans, the latest from the X-Files, have you heard? They are going to go back into production, it sounds like. Oh. The breaking news, there was rumor, and now it sounds like they are going to get greenlit for a shortened season with David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson and the show's creator, and they're going to start shooting a 6 to 8 episode this summer.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That is kind of cool.
Had a strong cult following. It had a couple of movies that did okay at the box office.
Yeah.
But
I've never watched all of the X-Files. I've seen a handful of episodes, but that's the ones I saw scared me enough that I couldn't watch the rest of it.
I never saw any of them, but I did hear some scandalous things about her background, which just...
Ooh.
Like what?
She did a lot of dirty modeling before she got into
Gillian
the show.
Anderson?
Yes.
Wow.
Dirty modeling, like she
You're
was
spending
nude?
too much time
Yeah,
at the grocery
but it's
store
like-
line. What tabloids are you reading?
I remember when the story
Might
broke.
be true.
Yeah. Of course,
Can you
people think
Google
that's
that. See if there's a story on that.
Yeah. Send me pictures. 'Cause she was,
Google it.
She was purty.
I'm the Google bitch, y'all.
For a while there, it was when Lost was huge on ABC, and it was like the show that everyone talked about. And then it made 2 feature movies, and then now they're saying it's going to be greenlit and heading back to Fox.
Nice.
As a 6 to 8 episode.
Oh.
So many of these rebooted shows are not turning out. And I wasn't a fan in the first place, but we talked about Arrested Development and some of these movies. I hope for these guys it works out.
Yeah, Arrested Development went to Netflix.
I mean, this is not that long ago. I know you're saying
That's
earlier,
nothing.
but yeah.
Yeah, no, this was...
In the Kim Kardashian world.
So, like, when you say dirty pictures, was she like...
side boobage there.
She was like, had her legs spread open and showing her labia to everybody?
I think it was like softcore porn or something she used to do before she got into that.
Well, you know.
As we fact-checked, we say nay.
Yeah. Keep digging, Mama. Keep digging.
Nah, not
Nah.
interested.
No, I'm really interested.
Who cares is what Madonna said when they found her nude pics, and that's what I say about.
Well, she put out a whole book, that whole sex book.
Well, right, but before she did some nude pictures like before
yeah.
she became Madonna or whatever. And I mean, she was born that way. Anyway, but
I may
her
have seen
reaction,
those.
her reaction was, "Who cares?"
Right.
And I love that because it's like, really, who cares? I pose nude. You see a nude person every day. Hopefully, if you're taking a shower, ain't that the truth?
I try not to look. It's disgusting.
Right?
Chuck, do me a favor. Google Courtney's name, naked photo.
If you Google image me, you won't find naked pictures, but there's like
Foxtail?
I don't know. There's no foxtail pictures.
Okay. All right.
sexy pictures.
So I'm a little sleep deprived because I stayed up.
me
I
too.
stayed up to watch a late show last night.
Oh yeah, which one was that? Oh,
The Late Late Show.
James with
how'd
James
that go?
Corden.
James Corden.
How was he?
According to Time magazine, James Corden made his late show debut on Monday night, and the British arrival was almost universally celebrated by critics.
of course.
Nicely done.
Yeah, they were saying that he comes off quite charming. There's much discussion on whether Corden's British accent and humor would translate with American audience. Yet after his debut, it appears that it wasn't Corden's Britishness that shone through. It was his sheer affability.
Aw.
He had Tom Hanks
Nice.
and Mila Kunis on as his first guests.
Good way to go.
He explained to the audience that, how I have no prior experience doing this, but I trained very hard, and he presented a long video. I shortened this, and I'm going to play it for you. In the video, it's star-studded. Billy Crystal, Chris Rock. You can go Google or YouTube it, see the whole thing. This snippet I'm going to show you has Jay Leno, Meryl Streep, Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Wow.
and it's his talk show boot camp. And it begins with him going to a scary-looking warehouse, like something you would see with CIA torture rooms. But he knocks on the door, and Jay Leno answers.
Yes.
Hello, I got this.
What's your name?
James Corden.
Who?
James Corden?
From accounting?
No,
From Tinder?
no,
Grindr?
no. I'm from High Wycombe.
Where's that?
It's in England.
It's not gonna work.
No, but
What?
I've got the ticket.
You might have the ticket, son. But have you got what it takes?
He got the golden ticket to be the talk show host.
Yeah.
The thing you need to be able to do is relate to that average American viewer. So talk to me. Just tell me a story.
Well, just the other day, actually, I was in my car and I was driving on the motorway.
It's a freeway.
The freeway, sorry. I was on the freeway and I realised I need the loo.
It's a bathroom. We say bathroom.
I need the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom, I come back to my car and I realise I've run out of petrol.
It's gas. We say gas.
But that's where you're wrong, see? How can it be gas? Petrol is a liquid. It can never be gas. That's where it doesn't make any sense.
He's right.
I need some help here.
All right, come on, pump it up. You can do it. The action is in the triceps, the action is in the biceps, the action is in the thighs. Yes.
No! I'm burning up, Governor.
Governor. I want the people to keep this before they go to sleep. What's the matter with you? You don't look like a talk show host. You look like two.
I can't do it. I can't understand a word you're saying. Are you an angel?
I'm better than an angel. I'm 19-time Academy Award nominee, Meryl Streep.
I think I've made a mistake. I'm awful at this.
Yes, yes, you are. You're terrible at this. Maybe the worst that I have ever seen. Oh, James, listen to me. Listen to me. I believe in you. Everyone does. Right now, I think the problem is you don't believe in yourself. You are on the edge of glory. You were meant to be a host. You were born this way. So now you just have to pull it together and take the applause.
Are you just naming Lady Gaga songs?
Yes? Yes, I am.
Thank you, Meryl Streep.
You're welcome, James. I'm sorry, what's your second name? I know it's Cisco.
Cisco. So that was just a snippet of it. The whole run up to it is that Les Moonves is part of the bit, and he says, "Here's how we're going to decide the new host," and then they riff on Willy Wonka, and they put out late show candy bars, and then Chris Rock gets one, Billy Crystal gets one.
Oh wow!
Chelsea Handler, who was in the news about why aren't there females? Why aren't I up for this role?
Yeah.
She gets a candy bar and drops it. and
Oh,
James
perfect.
Corden picks it up.
No way.
Love it.
So
Kudos to all those folks who took part in it.
Yeah.
And like our show, evidently, he is not opposed to ending with a song.
Oh, nice.
Here's how he signed off last night.
That's all for our first show, and I want to give my heartfelt thanks to the brilliant Mila Kunis and the wonderful Tom Hanks. I'll be right back here tomorrow, and I hope you will be too, for the Late Late Show with me and you. Thank you for your time, everybody.
Right?
We'll see you soon. Good night.
Charming.
Yeah, I'm in love.
Charming.
I'm in love.
Now, have you heard who his band director is?
No.
Are you familiar with a show called Comedy Bang Bang?
Oh,
It's very,
yes.
very crazy.
Reggie Watts.
Reggie Watts.
I love Reggie Watts.
Here's a little bit of Reggie Watts' music.
Ming mong, bong picky song, bing chong, bing bong, bang chicky chong, kwan in the pie.
That's Doc Severinsen.
Yeah.
Not Paul Schaefer.
You gotta look up Funk Shit Stack.
Wow.
Useless garbage pile, light on fire, and everybody cheers. Like a new form of Burning Man. Burn that waste, toxic, unnecessary. It's gonna poison children, cause you're a big bag of refuse left over by evil Nazis during war.
Wow. Anyway,
He's amazing.
Interesting choice in Reggie Watts. He's very talented, very offbeat.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think it kind of put a nail in Comedy Bang Bang, though. They can't do that show without Reggie Watts.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So for fans of Comedy Bang Bang, sad news. But maybe they were going away anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Comedy.
You know,
wow, wow.
I've never Comedy Bang Bang has never hooked me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen like clips of it here and there, and I wasn't into it.
What was
I think
it?
Reggie Well, it was a comedy podcast, and then it became a
TV show.
TV show. Yeah,
on
like
IFC,
this podcast is going to do.
and it's a spoof on a talk show.
Okay.
And the host plays this upper straight arrow kind of a host, but the whole thing is like. It's like an acid trip.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. Everything goes wrong. They get A-list people on there
Yeah.
to riff and play with them.
Yeah.
Zach
Really?
Galifianakis and
Really?
other folks go
Huh.
on there, yeah.
I don't think I've watched enough of it because I know a lot of people that are into it, and I'm like, why?
I watch. I've seen every episode to date, and I would say 7 out of 10 score. 3 out of 10 are horrible train wrecks that you can't turn off
Oh,
just
okay.
because it's
Yeah.
watching a train wreck. You're
Yeah.
like, what the? Where did you buy your marijuana this week?
I like it. It's like
Lord.
sounds like Gary Shandling on speed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. You got it.
Yeah.
Not on speed, on LSD.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Even better.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah.
All right, so yes, we broke the news. Well, we didn't break the news, but we talked about it yesterday.
Yeah, we did. Go with
Ted
the broken
Cruz went into the presidential nomination. Of course, Jon Stewart is not going to back away from that. He's like, he's licking his chops going, thank you.
Yeah.
I have stuff to make fun of now. I'll play a little bit of last night's Jon Stewart talking about Ted Cruz.
Of course, no campaign launch would be complete without some weirdly third-person autobiography.
Imagine another teenage boy being raised in Houston, heading off to school over 1,000 miles away from home at a place where he knew nobody, where he was alone and scared.
Dude, you went to Princeton. Don't make it sound like you got forced onto the train to Hogwarts. Although that'd have been the easiest sorting hat ever. Slytherin it is.
I love it.
He mentions going to Hogwarts. Have you heard the Voldemort version of Uptown Funk?
No.
Just came out yesterday.
Oh, man.
The video is better than the song, but I'll play a little bit of the song. This is the Voldemort Uptown Funk.
I'm ice cold. I'm Voldemort, that white gold.
I'm Voldemort.
That white gold. Where's the blue black?
Me, but what can he do? Caught the kid, boy who lived. Harry's out of luck. With the elder one, stop the chosen one. Maybe make a new Horcrux. Hot, too hot. Gonna all try and stop this man. Too hot.
Chuck is dancing.
I am totally dancing. I can't control myself.
No. Keep your pants on. Jesus.
Sorry.
I'm too hot. I'm bad about this, curse about it down now. Albert sent you hallelujah. Albert sent you hallelujah. Albert sent you hallelujah. Cause Dark Lord Fong gon' give it to you. Cause Dark Lord Fong gon' give it to you. Cause Dark Lord Fong gon' give it to you. It's Saturday night and we're taking how it was. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on.
So this has been the most, I think, parodied song this year.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Yeah. There you go.
Is
Voldemort gets into Uptown Funk.
Is the original song Uptown Funk? I mean, this has a very Minneapolis sound to it.
Does,
Isn't it?
Right.
Is it based on our Uptown?
No. It's Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars did the original, but I don't think it's about our Uptown.
Yeah.
But
It
although
just
it
has
does,
that
the original
Minneapolis
sounds like
sound.
the time. It does.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
the first 5 times I heard this, I thought this was Prince.
Right. Totally.
Or the time even.
Mhm, or the time, yeah.
Oh, the time.
Maurice.
Those guys used to come
Yes.
into Byerly's and eat
Find
when
me
all
a
the
cellar
cops
to
were in there
dance
eating.
to.
That was always funny.
They would?
They would eat every night at the same Byerly's we did. I don't know. They must have done shows and then they'd, hey, that's the time, those Prince guys, whatever. So
I wonder how Jimmy Jam is doing. I got to interview him at his big old house on Lake Minnetonka that finally sold.
Oh, yeah?
This thing was amazing.
Did you have to purify yourself
in the waters? No.
Oh.
Prince was not there.
Yeah.
His master bedroom was 3,000 square feet.
Dang, girl.
It's like, come on.
That seems a tad excessive even for Jimmy Jam.
Yeah.
He's all, where am I going to put my dick?
Well, there's the guest room, I guess. Ew. All right, so once again, I like to be the buzzkill. We're having lots of fun.
Yeah.
Angelina Jolie is making news now again. She, of course, had preemptive surgery with breast cancer, or her fear of breast cancer, right?
Yep.
Didn't she have a double mastectomy?
She had a double mastectomy because she found the cancer gene in her. And so she decided, because her mother and her grandmother and her aunt all died from cancer, she's like, well, I'm going to get rid of this because it's my fate.
Yeah. Well, here's from CNN about an hour ago.
Revealing admission from Angelina Jolie. The actress says she recently had her ovaries and fallopian tubes removed. In a piece for the New York Times this morning, Jolie says she's been planning on the procedure for some time, but she fast-tracked it when blood tests showed warning signs of early cancer, although those tests eventually came back negative. Jolie made headlines 2 years ago when she revealed that she had a preventative double mastectomy because of a genetic mutation that she carries that increases the risk of breast cancer.
I really hope women get beyond the headline and make sure to read her full op-ed because she outlines in it exactly how she came to the decision. Do you know what I mean? Because I think people will say, oh, well, I have a risk too, so I should just do the same thing. No, read it, because she really talks about the choice and doing her research and talking to many doctors.
You know, this pairs up with the surgery I had. Remember, right when we met, Rusty, I had just recovering from surgery. There's a gene in my family where a lot of the older adults get toenail fungus. So I preemptively had all my toenails removed right before we met, if you remember. And
I may have blocked that from my memory.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
You're comparing toenail fungus.
Yeah, I want to get the jump on it. What's left in this woman? Let's preemptively remove everything.
Oh, my God.
I just can't stand her. Anything she does is so show.
Why?
Oh, my God.
Why can't you stand Angelina Jolie? She is
even if you think that she's trying to hog a spotlight, the good
You just
that
hate
she's
women.
doing. The good that she's doing.
Right?
with
She's an ambassador for our... Yeah. I mean, like, she's not a perfect person.
Stop
Nobody
it.
is.
We're talking to you. Don't do that.
Yeah, what are you... How old are you? Anyway.
She was very bizarre from the get-go. So that's true.
And
she
God
had a
bless
troubled,
her for that. I'm
odd
into that.
existence. Well, carrying a vial of blood of Billy
And
Bob.
making out with her brother on stage? Who cares? That's awesome!
Getting married to Billy Bob is kind of
Right,
weird.
okay, fair.
But I think she has matured and grown up. The last time I interviewed her was for a movie called Salt, and I could not have been more surprised at her demeanor. She was very friendly. She talked about her kids. She knew the price of a gallon of milk. Did I say that right? Did I say milk right?
That's a yardstick. I like that. She knew the price.
She said she and Brad in the morning, there are no nannies. They get their 6 children ready and breakfast, and it's chaos and all that stuff. So I walked out of that interview going, this is not the blood vial Angelina Jolie.
No.
Yeah.
And what is she's doing right now by being open, everyone considers her one of the most beautiful women in the world. And to be so open with these scary, life-threatening toe fungus, you asshole.
Toe fungus. I'm being preemptive for my health.
I think that Angelina Jolie is using her skinny, pretty, wealthy, youthful, white woman privilege for good, and that is what I think when you have that,
we're going to drop the mic on you, Chuck.
You know, it's like, because we can dislike her for many reasons, and I don't think they really make sense. But I think that we can also love her for many reasons. And this is brilliant. Her coming out and telling everybody, look, this is exactly. I love that she is using her celebrity and fame to educate people. It's just Angelina Jolie, marry me.
You read her obit?
I did. You keep calling it?
What is it? Not obit. What's it called?
Wait a minute.
Op-ed. Op-ed.
Little
I
different.
asked to be corrected.
That's all right.
I didn't talk badly about
I said, what's it called? It's not an obit. That's when you're dead.
Yeah, that's an obituary. An op-ed.
That's way
opinion
before you're
editorial.
Dead. Yeah.
So is it worth reading the op-ed to get further enlightenment?
Yes,
as to what
absolutely.
She did? Okay.
Well, I would just reiterate what the woman on the sound clip you just played said is like, I think a lot of people who are like, oh my gosh, I might have this gene. Let me do these huge procedures, which are first off going to weigh down on our medical system. So everybody just, like this, she outlines why she did it, and to make sure that everybody or people reading that who might have that fear, like also outline. Also, Angelina Jolie has a fuck ton of money, and so she can just.
And that's a lot, by the way, people.
Right?
Yeah, that is.
If we established that yesterday.
All right, let me explain my position here. I maybe lump her in with two of my least favorite people in the world.
Your ex-wife.
No, she's not even on that list yet.
The person you see in the mirror. Who else?
What a dick. Okay, Julia Roberts. Now, realize they're different people, okay? Julia Roberts, and that's...
And what other woman?
I'm just going to hand you the shovel. Keep going.
Jennifer Aniston. I don't like this simple...
Skinny, pretty white people, women.
Yeah, no, that's not it. Everyone thinks Julia Roberts is beautiful. I've never been that attracted to her. Jenny McCarthy, another great example of a good-looking woman who gets on a platform and blah, blah, blah. So without researching it, and you might have swayed me a little bit, at least to research it, Rusty, but look at Jenny McCarthy and using her beauty and good looks and her popularity and what she did to the world with her stance on vaccinations. And so
I don't think she's the leading cause of why there's a whole bunch of people in California not getting their children vaccinated. I think they're also being influenced by the same fringe advice that Jenny McCarthy was coming to. But I think if you're going to take your medical advice from Jenny McCarthy, you have issues to begin with. And those people who are following Jenny McCarthy's medical advice need to get their own medical advice.
So, Chuck, you might want to get that IUD removed because it's actually not for you.
It's in my ear right now, and that's why I can't hear half what you're saying.
Don't listen to Jenny McCarthy.
IUD earring. Yeah, I just think there are some parallels, and maybe I'll give you this, and I do like Brad Pitt. I like him a lot.
Of course you do. He's a man.
No.
Yes, he is.
Or what's the word for a non-misogynist? The male
it's
anti
meandrist.
Oh, yes, I think.
Yep.
I think we have a class. We're going to duke it out.
Yep,
but Brad Pitt being associated with her always brought him down, in my opinion. Just because I love his acting, but I've come.
But wait a minute, he was married to Jennifer Aniston before her.
Know.
So how can you have a high opinion of him?
That's probably why I didn't like him more than anything.
I pretty much liked him because he raped one of the characters in Thelma and Louise.
I think Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie have survived a lot of the haters. As each year it ticks by, their marriage and what they're doing speaks louder than the immediate affair and the jilting of Jennifer Aniston. Was that cool?
Rusty,
not cool, Brad. Not cool.
Yeah,
but you don't know the conversations and the life that was going on behind closed doors and not on the tabloids and the grocery store line.
Tip of the iceberg.
Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt may have Jennifer probably already knew that this was going to be happening. Anyway, that immediate, he jilted. Look at Chuck Sweat. He's on the hot seat. Chuck is at the hot seat today.
He put himself there.
I'm not even close to done with you people.
Our guest, Carla, is here waiting to chop at the bit. She's like, I want to get into this fight.
She's all, this podcast, you normally doesn't get this
signed
intense.
up for it, yeah. Boy, we're talking the hot issues.
Carla.
Relationships between Brad
Angelina Jolie, good or bad? Go.
Oh my gosh! Well, I'm glad I'm so perfect. This stuff. Oh my gosh! I don't want to get in on that one.
Thank you, Carla. Thank you.
I'll take it.
What she means by that, and I'll just put words in her mouth. She hates Angelina Jolie. That's what I mean. So it's 2-2.
No, I don't. But we all have haters out there. So
not any of us.
That's true. Chuck, you've got haters right in the studio.
Shake it off, Chuck. Shake it off, as Taylor Swift would say. Just shake it off.
Oh my
Chuck, introduce our guest. We're going to be talking to Carla coming up here, and then we're going to take a quick break. But introduce Carla.
Carla Beaurline, the amazing social and taste expert from the Twin Cities, is here to talk
Business
about
success.
Yes.
What she's done with
Massive.
business
It's a model.
is amazing.
Yeah. So
she's using television, media, and business to be a success. She needs to teach us something.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, okay, good.
Our new boss, Carla Beaurline.
Yeah, first,
Beaurline, right?
It is Beaurline.
Beaurline.
Oh, my
Beaurline.
God.
Yeah, but I answered anything this time.
I was all worried about the front end of it. Turns out the back end, the lean is the part that was
Yeah,
getting.
you always need to watch out for the back end.
Whoa, hey,
Hello.
Oh, that's what she said. And we'll be
Yes,
right
I
back.
did.
The Twin Cities Hit Show with Rusty, Courtney, and Chuck will be right back.
MacMen. Don't let your computer problems drive you mad. We are MacMen, Minnesota's premier tech consultants and problem solvers for Macs, mobile devices, troubleshooting, training, and much more. No more dragging your computer all over town because we come to you. We love making house calls to your home or small business. MacMen. Call 612-345-8005. The Alive and Social Network is alive and growing. From the best in sports, music, movies, and beer, Alive and Social is what all the cool kids click on. Featuring characters like radio rebel Jeff Dubay, Star Tribune pundit Jim Suhan, Unfiltered, and television veteran and handsome man Rusty Gatenby. You can also taste the Minnesota Pubcast with Jason and Molly. Join the band with live band karaoke night from legendary O'Gara's in St. Paul and the live music showcase from Shamrocks. Yes, Alive and Social Network does indeed rock and roll. The Jeff DeBay Show, Jim Suhan Unfiltered, the Rusty Gatenby Review, the Minnesota Pubcast with Jason and Molly, live band karaoke, and Shamrock's live music showcase. Join the fun. Be alive and social with the Alive and Social Network.
With Suhan Unfiltered, sports columnist for the Minneapolis Star-Tribune, Jim Suhan presents in-depth conversations with the best writers and sports personalities in the area. Suhan brings professional journalism flavor without the verbal censoring. Find out what unfiltered really means. Only on the Alive and Social Network. SuhanUnfiltered.com. The term foodie can sometimes come across as a tickle pretentious. BT and Lydia are here to demystify the term and reclaim it for the sake of good food. Their weekly podcast brings in fellow foodies and culture creators from the Twin Cities to talk about all things food. Find this duo only on the Alive and Social Network.
Big up Bartolini, meeny, money, mo, and flour. You're the chosen one.
You're listening to the Twin Cities Hit Show with Rusty, Courtney, and Chuck. Say it 3 times fast. We just dare you.
Feel your left hand free and your right hand grip with another left hand watches right and slip.
We will not ask you, Carla, to say it 3 times fast. You are too proper of a woman. Right? When Chuck said, "Oh yeah, I got Carla Beaurline coming in," I went, "She is too prim and proper to be on this hit show."
No,
Say
we're
it.
all normal, human, and fun.
We would like to apologize to Carla's mom, who might be listening
Yeah.
right now, for all the
Well,
horrible
it's-
language we've been using.
And I take it back. I love Angelina Jolie.
Oh,
Wow.
And I take it back. I hate her.
And I love all women, and you love all men. I do love
I
women.
love all men.
Carla, I love you.
Oh, thank you. I love
Courtney,
you
you
too.
look lovely today.
Thank you, approval check. It's our thing.
So, Carla, how would you describe what you do?
Around Town is a creative way for businesses to get the word out about their products and services, and the whole goal is to gain more,
Here's her theme song. Sorry.
Oh,
gain more availability. visibility,
There you
get
go.
more customers, and grow your business. And obviously, we know that I didn't invent the concept, but did get the idea from, I've got 20 years of advertising sales background in addition to on-air with the home shopping networks, and got the idea when the newspaper used to be really thick, the Pioneer Press, and you could sell advertorials, stories on businesses, and I saw the success, and I thought, this needs to be done in TV. Plus, I could foresee videos being a huge thing.
Yeah, because you Around Town has been on now for 12 years.
Yep, we started our 13th year on air on January of 2015.
Oh, congratulations.
And why did you leave the home shopping? Because I hear that's actually a gig that I'm now thinking maybe that's where I should go.
Well,
why did you leave?
For me, I wanted, overnights are hard, and that's where you start.
Oh,
and then you're always circling or cycling through the different time slots, and I kind of wanted more of a life. And I also love sales, but I also do love writing and being able to co-produce my show. And then the hosting piece is just kind of, the extra fun, but it's actually the behind the scenes that I really enjoy.
Yeah. I'm the opposite. I like to put on makeup and a microphone.
Me too.
Yeah.
Put me in front of a camera or in front of a microphone.
There you go. My new guest of the show.
Yay! There, Rusty, you have a job. Congratulations.
You have had co-hosts on Around Town.
Yes.
Is that something you're trying to find the next person to be in front of the camera as you step away?
It's funny. I've had an intern. She's just adorable. That's been with me the last 3 summers. And, I do like to be able to mentor and have the kids come on. And if they're talented like Hannah Corbett is, I also, will let them take over a little bit. And she would be somebody I'd consider. I did have, most people know, I started the show with Mark DeJoy for the first 6.5 years. And he recently passed away in November, but hadn't been with the show for almost 5.5 years.
When I first started seeing your show, it was with Mark.
Yeah.
It was with the two of you. He left, not because of illness, though, or was
Sorta,
it?
yeah.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, he had some demons that took him away.
Oh.
Yeah, but you know what? Very talented guy.
Listen up, Chuck.
I know. Always hoped that he would come back. Extremely talented, and his death was it was heart-wrenching.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's tough.
So, what over the going into your 13th year now, are there favorites around town that you're like repeat customers that you're like, I can't wait to go do that story again?
Well, and exactly. When we do a video, a lot of them will just keep repeating. Some of them will do new stories every single time, like the Minnesota State Fair or Rasmussen College. But, the Smiles at France was my very first client ever, and he's changed his video twice, but he's been with me all 12 plus years.
Wait. So the same video's been running for a decade?
No. Well, just about. No, we had two changes. But if it's in the budget and with the same team and staff, and it was a good video.
How many people does it take to get your show on the air?
I'm kind of a one-woman show, but
Wow.
except for I don't do the videos, but I do all of the sales and presentation and put the content into the media kit. I have a graphic artist who does that, a person who updates my website. But I co-write all the scripts and voiceovers, and do that from my home, my voiceovers. But all of my guys who do the shooting and my show editor are freelancers and on a continuous basis. I usually use the same people. I've had most of the same team.
You've been acknowledged in the business world, right? You've won some awards here in Minnesota.
Yeah, on and off, yeah.
Let's go ahead, brag a little bit. You won an Emmy Award too, right? The show did?
Nominated in 2009 and 2012.
Very cool.
Yeah, and
it's an honor.
It is, and
I've won 5.
oh well, yeah.
I'm just saying.
See, so I'm
I've
not as
seen
good.
them. 3 of them.
No. And back when the Diamond Awards were out, I was nominated for TV Personality of the Year and then TV Salesperson of the Year, and co-won those with Chris Carr from the radio, and we were able to MC and things together. And that was an honor because you're nominated by people in the industry versus, voting or that kind of thing, people's choice. And, we're one of the top markets. We have a lot of talented people here, and a lot of that was based on the community involvement, philanthropic involvement that you give back as well.
So with your experience getting around town, when people come in to visit from out of town, they must call you all the time. Where do we go? What restaurants? What do we
I didn't
avoid?
even think of that.
Yes, they do. And they don't realize that the businesses are paid for advertorials. So they think that we're, that I'm the resource. And I do get a lot of different emails and phone calls.
Go to Smiles.
You need some tea?
What do you say?
I'm paid to tell you this, but you should try the Burger King on France. Delicious.
I'm a McDonald's girl, actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
me too.
Yeah,
me
Golden
too.
Arches, best French fries.
2 cheeseburgers and fries meal with
Oh.
Dr. Pepper.
If
I'm
you're
a
listening,
Happy Meal.
McDonald's.
With a boy toy.
What we're saying, McDonald's is
With a boy toy. Wow.
No, you
As
even-
in the dude who's giving her the food.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
My boy toy.
Call me. Anyway.
You interviewed our former guest Nicole Middendorf, or did a spot on her business as well. So,
Yes, we did. We did a few feature stories on Nicole, and she is one of, as we all know, one of the top wealth advisors, and very.
That's a lot of gorgeous blonde in one room.
And she is very involved and does a lot for our community as well. So it's always fun to. She's just a powerhouse.
Yeah, she's connected to
Yeah,
everybody
and
in
it's
town.
fun to interview somebody like that. Who's
Has she advised you on how to invest your own success?
well, first of all, you have to have success to invest. Whoa, no.
Carla, come here, hug it out.
No, she has definitely given advice. You know who handles my my investments, though, is my mom, because she does. I know that sounds kind of weird because we were just talking about mom watching and listening and swear words and things. But I actually had, before I knew Nicole, I had someone doing some of my investing, was losing what little money I had.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
my mom goes, give it to me. She doubled it.
Has she had experience doing it?
Not really. She should have. She knows the industry. She's self-taught. She should have been a stockbroker.
Yeah.
And she handles all my stuff through Scottrade. Yeah.
Wow, is she on Twitter? I'm going to get a hold of her.
Well, and here's the funny thing. I finally said to her the other day, you might want to leave me my passwords. How to get into the account. So that
I don't trust you, dear.
yeah, pretty much.
Let mom do it.
Yeah.
I don't mean to brag, but I have dozens of dollars I'd like to send her way.
Oh, perfect. She'll love you.
What? You're very close to your parents.
I am. I'm a caregiver. Mom is terminally ill with bone cancer. So when you were talking about Jolie and what she's doing,
I love her.
Oh, I know. Now you do. My mom has survived that for 21 and a half years,
Oh, my
but has had
goodness.
metastatic bone cancer from that for the last 6.5. And she talk about a fighter and just a go-getter.
Yeah.
So she's, so I get it. I can understand the other. So, and then my dad had a stroke a year ago, Thanksgiving. They look good, though. So when people see him, they're like,
Yeah.
whatever.
You're like, you're exagerating.
Exactly.
And that's not right.
And so I'm there. I was there every day helping and whatever. So I do caregive, and that was kind of the plan, is to help till end of life. But I'm kind of thinking this end of life isn't going to be happening anytime soon.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah, you need
Is
her
that
for your financial investments.
disappointment I hear in your voice?
Sorry,
I thought that was going to be much funnier than it was. I'm really sorry, everybody.
I just
No,
love
I get
Angelina
it.
Jolie.
Stop drinking out of Chuck's coffee. Good golly.
Oh my God, this is like the opposite episode of Seinfeld where Chuck is George and I'm Elaine, where I start out high and then I end out low at the end of the episode.
Now, if your mom were to have asked you when you were a young girl, what are you going to be when you grow up, Carla? What would you have told her?
I'm doing pretty much exactly what I did tell
Boom.
both of my parents. I knew that I wanted to get into broadcast journalism. I wanted to be you, Rusty.
Wow.
I shadowed you
Well,
when
who
I was
doesn't?
in college and high school, and years ago. And then just continued.
Did you shadow with me?
I sort of.
Wow.
Yeah.
The
Well, it
reunion
was like
episode.
the whole Sharon and Steve and the whole gang. I got
Okay.
to come in and
All right.
follow you all around.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I I was probably the one with zits, glasses, and braces.
Oh, nice.
So was he.
Yeah. And I knew, the writing, the sales piece, and then ended up a little bit in the home shopping industry, but did in 2003 left that to do what I'm doing.
And I see photos. The pageants, you were involved with that as well.
Yes, I was actually, and I get teased a lot because of all the negative connotations, but I use the Miss America program to through my talent, which was baton twirling. Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
Bert Parks was alive when I competed,
Nice.
and paid $15,000 for my education to get my broadcasting degree.
Wait,
Wow.
you were a contestant for Miss America?
I was second and first runner-up in the Miss Minnesota level. I never
Oh,
won,
okay,
but
okay.
through that,
Yeah.
obtained $15,000.
Yeah,
I didn't know runners up got ka-ching.
Oh,
well,
that's
it's
why
like
I did it.
American Idol, right?
Well, why else would you? Well, I was going to say, why else would you compete?
Well,
but-
the rap is you do it because you're ready for your close-up, Mr. DeMille. Right?
Right. But, for me, it actually taught me the things you don't learn in college: hair, makeup, for TV, things like that. And
Yeah.
so I'm grateful for that experience. Do I get teased a lot? Yeah. But I get teased even more for being a baton twirler and competing on the world level. So
Did you bring your
I'm
baton?
jealous.
Because
I did
our audience
not.
would love to hear you twirl your baton.
I'm sure they would not.
So that was your talent, the baton twirling?
It was, yep. Back
Oh,
in 90 and 92.
And do you know Gretchen Carlson?
I do. She competed a year ahead of me, and then Joe Bender won the second year I competed.
Oh, wow.
So
She worked at Channel 5 for a
she
while.
did.
They both worked at
Oh,
Channel 5 for a while.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I got to know them when they were at Channel 5.
Absolutely, and got their start. They learned everything from you.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
And that's
exactly. So
Which
you
is
two,
why they're- no.
you
Here's
two,
$20.
I guess I'll be leaving Channel 5
Colleen,
shortly.
Chuck, you listen to me, see?
Did you just call me Colleen?
I think you did.
Courtney.
You did. It's
Courtney.
okay.
Yeah, Twin Cities Live will be right
Courtney,
back.
Carla. I am getting old. I'm losing my mind.
It's all good.
It has nothing to do with me and Chuck.
So, Carla, how can people tune into Around Town?
They can watch us. The showtimes are on our website, around-town.tv, but we are streamed online, not only on our website, but on 9 different places in social media, including LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest, too.
In the Metro on your television, it's if you have cable. On Channel 6?
Just basic cable, but it's Channel 6 on all 3 cable companies on every dial, so nobody has to switch around. But we find a lot of people follow us on streaming, which is really cool because when I had messaged on Facebook that I was going to be on the show, and someone wrote, "What channel?" And I said, "Podcast." And you know what they answered? Even better.
Oh, rad.
We have a believer.
Oh, more than
like
a believer.
that.
That's really where life is taking us.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and it's so easy to take podcasts with you everywhere. So,
That's why we got in on the ground floor.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
how we like to look at this.
12 years too
Very
late.
strategic of us.
So let me ask you this, and
12 years in.
going back to the places that you've covered, have you ever had a client say, I want you to do a story, and you go, "Oh, this place is a dumpity dump. I don't think."
No,
And
usually.
then you get back to that room. We have to make this turd smell good.
And you can't polish a turd.
Yeah, right.
But what I have, actually, it's funny. The clients who have industries that might not seem pretty, like, for example, Gage & Gage Warehouse, it's a really cool biannual sale. She's like, "How are you going to make us look pretty?" Well, the videographers did.
Mm-hmm.
And usually it's when they're on and they're down to earth like that, they make the whole show. They're their
Yeah.
business. They know their products. It's a good sale. Nobody goes for the looks. They go for the deals. And so we've had a few clients like that. But and we've had a few that, it's funny, the ones that you want on air, they're usually the ones that don't want to be on air. And it's the ones that you're like, well, do you have
Yeah.
anybody else? That, but
Oh, you
overall,
mean the people that you want to interview?
Yeah. But overall, we've been really lucky.
I want to hear how that conversation goes. What do you say to Floyd Mick shouldn't be on TV, Smith?
Well,
It's
I'll
not you,
say-
it's us.
I'll say in a 3-minute, that can be a long time. So you never want more than 3 or 4 people probably giving sound bites or talking. But perhaps you might want to have a few testimonials to add to it. And of course, we have a makeup artist to help make them look camera ready. And,
And then you probably got the mom and pop owners who they demand to be on the air. You can't get around it.
usually they're the ones who don't want to be.
Oh, that's interesting.
And
Because
they're
you
the
want
one-
to focus on, or you want to showcase local businesses and small
right.
businesses. Yeah.
Or the ones who are local mom and pops that are truly have built a successful business, they get the product's the star. And so even for me, like if they'll say, "Hey, will you be in the piece?" Sure, I will. But really, my job is to make sure they don't remember Carla was at a dentist or Carla was at the fair. You want them to remember the name, the product, how to get a hold of them. So I always try to, that's why I do the little hosting in between, because I'm not the star of the show. I'm not the reason it was successful. It's the quality of the video and the featured businesces.
So who's, go ahead, shout out. Who do you want on your show? Who are you
Besides us.
seeking?
Anyone whose check is good.
All right. Okay.
Bravo.
Amen.
Bravo. Yeah. Is there ever a line that you would draw and say, "No, we're not. I won't do that piece," for like moral reasons, or you disagree with the company, or I don't know?
No, I think that you need to be open to everybody's opinions and sides, but Channel 6 is a family show, so no F words and things like that. And we can't do a lot of pricing either.
Yeah.
But so no, truthfully, if it's our job to tell their story, and everyone's got a good story.
And obviously, you're going into your 13th year, so these businesses must see
Success.
Results.
Yeah. Definitely. We hear that over and over again, where they could even be on some of the networks as well as radio, billboards, whatever. And I'll hear over and over again, we get the most success from you. In fact, a gal at the Minnesota State Fair said to me, whenever she gets stopped, 99.9% of the time, and she's on TV a lot, they say, I saw you. They'll either say Channel 6 if they forget around town, or with that blonde girl.
With that blonde girl.
Yeah. So we know, she's like, I know that you are 99.9% of where people are seeing. And so this year we're actually using it more of a resource for summer fun.
So businesses can get in touch with you to create their videos and put it on your show through aroundtownmedia.com.
around-town.tv, or email me at info@around-town.tv. And they don't even have, obviously being on our show is great, but a lot of people, you own your video, so you can take it and run.
Well, let me ask a hypothetical situation. Say there was a podcast, a show in the Twin Cities that was a hit, and they wanted coverage on Around Town. How much would that cost to get this Twin Cities hit show coverage?
Them.
Well,
Hypothetically.
Well, because you had me so graciously on your show, that will be done just as a thank you.
Whoa.
And
Well, shoot. Let's get out our video cameras, you guys.
We're recording this, right?
Yes. I'm going to comb my hair.
I need to get out of my pajamas.
Now comes the time when we go to Courtney. So you feel free,
Oh.
Carla, to chime. Do you have anything, Courtney?
Yeah, I've got a few things.
Feel free to chime in. You get to be our fifth Beatle now for the show, all right? So if any,
even though there's
I
only
can't
3 of
sing.
us.
if you have,
You
no,
can?
You can't
but
sing.
can you?
cannot. Yeah.
You can
Tone
chime in with your opinions.
There you go.
My computer is moving so slowly, so it's really like...
So it wasn't just my computer today.
No. Oh, maybe, you know what? It's probably because I'm on the wireless network and I'm not supposed to be. Hi, Sean.
Oh, are you affecting
Are
our
you
live
moving-
broadcast then?
I don't know. I have no idea what's happening. But I would like to say, does everybody know the name Monet Davis? I believe that's how you say her name. She was the Little League star.
Yeah.
All right. So as soon as this freaking article comes up, I did read it. Anyway, some guy called her a slut on Twitter, and she's 13. The girl is 13. And some dude called her a slut or something. He was just making some, I'm not defending him. He was making an offhanded comment or whatnot. You know, he's probably drunk. And because a lot of people are drunk on Twitter at the end of the night, I think.
But what's the reason?
Anyway, well, here it is. Here it's coming. It's coming. Sorry, everybody. He said over the weekend, this guy, Joey Castleberry, he's a Bloomberg University baseball player. And he said, Disney is making a movie about Monet Davis. What a joke. That slut got rocked by Nevada.
Wow.
Nevada. And after he was dismissed, he tweeted an eye roll worthy apology and then deleted his account. But Monet Davis said, the benevolent and wise Monet Davis said, everyone makes mistakes and everyone deserves a second chance. I know he didn't mean it in that type of way. And I know a lot of people get tired of like seeing me on TV, but just think about what you're doing before you actually do it. I know right now he's really hurt, and I know how hard he worked to get just where he is right now.
Whoa.
Holy high road. I
Yeah.
like her.
Right?
What a mature 13.
Yeah.
Wow.
Super.
And that's
mature.
been in the news lately. Ashley Judd about cyberbullying. She was getting ripped on for being a fan of her basketball team, her college basketball team. Monica Lewinsky spoke at the TED thing.
I
Here's
heard about
here's a moment of Monica.
Anyone who is suffering from shame and public humiliation needs to know one thing. You can survive it. I know it's hard. It may not be painless, quick, or easy, but you can insist on a different ending to your story.
Right?
Yeah, sure.
That poor woman. I mean,
Absolutely.
wow.
Do you get people emailing you for your around town count saying horrible things?
Not usually, but when I do, it's always a female.
Really?
Mhm.
See,
like,
Courtney?
Like your hairdo is a hair don't, or
Oh, no.
oh yeah, but most of the time they just want to know if you're single.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I get a lot of creepos.
Yeah.
Really?
And
I believe
they're
it.
usually a lot older and could be my dad.
And how have those dates been?
You're like, do you have money?
No, I'll just say, they'll say, "Are you dating anyone? You don't post it on Facebook." And I said, "I never do."
You're all, yep,
Oh
that's
my
on purpose.
Yeah, that's on purpose.
I actually am the band leader of a dirty comedy bluegrass band, and so I have a lot of creepers too because I sing about sex. And so, it's like, I don't know.
Is your mom's birthday coming up? She'll give a CD.
Yeah, perfect. April 17th. It
Oh my
actually is.
gosh! Oh my God!
No.
She would love me. No, she would
Well, she's-
absolutely not.
She'd be horrified.
She thinks I'm
She's
gonna
been
burn
with the
in hell.
same guy for 66 years, so she's doing something right.
Oh
Yeah.
wow!
It was your dad her first boyfriend?
66
5
years
years old when they met.
Oh, my God.
They've been buddies ever since.
Wow.
5 years.
Started
old?
dating when they were 13, and my dad asked her to go with him, and she said, "Sure, where do you want to go?"
Whoa.
It was like to the
Yeah.
end of the road.
And they actually really like each other.
That's unheard of.
so
My mom has had one boyfriend, and she married him. And they're still together.
Yeah.
See?
Wow.
My mom, I think my father is the second person she slept with.
Wow.
And they're still together.
Wow.
43 years this year.
I don't know who my parents are.
Well, I'm single, never married, and going to be 48, so there
I think that's a win.
you go. Yeah.
I'm single, never married, but I'm 37. I'll be 38 this year.
Perfect.
But, I'm
You
into
look
it.
Stop looking at
25.
me just because I got married again for the third time.
Third time's the charm.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. You
Yeah.
got
There you
that
go.
right.
And she's cute.
Should
And
meet
she
her.
is,
She's a
she is
charmer.
extremely
Yeah.
charming.
She's
Yes.
smart.
Yeah, she's awesome.
All right. Well, you got some.
Oh yeah, no. Well, yes, I do.
right.
I would like to talk about this. This is another article that starts with Mo. I decided to keep. This one is called from Jezebel. Mo women, mo money, says McKinsey's study. This is a study about apparently corporations that hire women. If you're looking to make a profit, you're more likely to do that by boosting your female leadership ranks. Bam. That's the sound of a glass ceiling shattering and then being stepped on by some very killer stiletto pumps.
You know, the good thing about this is if they hire more women, since they pay them less, they can afford to hire more.
Exactly. I don't disagree with you because it's the truth and it hurts. You guys, go ahead to Chuck because my computer is moving so effing slow that I can't.
I just want to talk about Angelina Jolie.
Don't go there.
This recent court case right out of Minnesota had made the HuffPost. We've all been following this closely, of course. It's of great interest because of how it's going to change our culture and what we can do to coffee. As you may recall from, I believe, last summer, John Robert Lind had a crush on a coworker, so he ejaculated in her coffee.
Oh, yes.
That was in Minnesota?
Yeah, that was, I want to say it was like a Home Depot or something. So let's be clear.
That makes perfect sense.
Yes, of course it does.
I don't remember that.
Let me drink your love
Yeah,
juice
you don't
and I'll
remember
fall
this?
back in
Oh
love
my
with
God,
you.
this was
What?
all over the headlines. And it was
See,
cool
when
to
I
make
left
HuffPost.
Channel 5, I didn't watch news for a while.
I don't think you're missing. Yeah, I don't blame you.
I just stayed in my room with the drapes shut.
And drank coffee. So let's be clear. Leaving any bodily fluid in your colleague's food will get you into trouble, Minnesota, and it's ill-advised. But at this point, it's unclear what charge you'd be convicted of. This ties in with our show yesterday, where I was talking about the world-famous shoe screwer, and we couldn't come up with charges for him. So in this case, the judge found that John Robert Lind's creepy behavior didn't qualify as criminal sexual conduct, even though the victim drank the tainted coffee. Minnesota law doesn't cover indirect bodily fluid contact. In other words, and this is HuffPost words, Lynn's non-dairy creamer didn't qualify as criminal sexual conduct because he didn't ejaculate directly onto his victim, which is true if you read the statute for fifth-degree criminal sexual conduct.
Well, that's going to change soon.
So they're actually trying to get some legislation going. There's a representative, Deborah Hillstrom, out of Brooklyn Center, that would make adulteration by bodily fluid a misdemeanor, tack on a felony if the person ingests the adulterated substance, which makes sense. So let's just say we're moving forward in protecting your coffee. Workers in Minnesota.
You could, can't you get AIDS from semen that way?
Yeah, I would think you could, unless the coffee.
I don't know.
really-
I
would
don't
think
know
so.
enough.
I think
But also, I feel bad for that girl because she'll never drink coffee again, and
yeah.
coffee's
I'd
so
be
delicious.
terrified. Yeah, it is delicious. Well, not that coffee.
This coffee's okay, right, Chuck?
Yeah. How
much creamer did you want?
Oh, sorry. Sorry. So, they tried charging it with a number of things. They tried indecent exposure, a number of other things. We'll see how those pan out. But for now, it's not illegal. Frightening.
Wow.
Get your squirts in now, gentlemen.
Yeah. And then one other story out of Boca Raton.
Sorry.
Okay. So not Minnesota, at least.
Yeah, no, but it seems like all of our really weird body fluid stories come out of Boca Raton. In this case, a Boca woman charged with smearing dog poop on neighbor.
Okay.
A Boca Raton woman has been charged.
What did the neighbor do before we judge?
Yeah, well, that's what I can't entirely disagree. Smearing dog poop on her neighbor after police say the two got into a fight because the neighbor's dog defecated in her yard. Oh. So Amy Goldberg, 57, was released after being charged with battery on a person 65 years or older. According to an arrest report, Goldberg's neighbor was walking her dog when the animal defecated on Goldberg's lawn. Those are my people, Goldberg. In an upscale golf club community. The neighbor said that Goldberg told her to clean it up. Goldberg allegedly then picked up the feces and smeared it on the woman's hands and shirt. Why couldn't she run away as the woman's... That seems like the norm. Fight or flight. I would flight the poop.
And so, to get to the illegal part, you can't rub poop on people?
Yeah, oddly, that is illegal in Florida.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, at least they're getting something right.
So in my compare and contrast part of the story, don't drink your coffee in Minnesota and pick up your dog poop in Florida.
Yeah.
Okay.
Enlightening.
Carla's like, Calgon, take me away.
This portion of the show was sponsored by Angelina Jolie, my favorite actress of all time.
You can hate her acting.
Yeah, I do hate her acting. Actually. I'm gonna research her
It's different
activism.
from hating her as a person.
You've inspired me. Instead of just disagreeing with you, carte blanche, I'm going to research Angelina Jolie.
There you go.
There you go. And research her humanitarian efforts.
Yeah, willful ignorance is probably one of the worst things on the earth. So there you go.
Here's one reason I like her, by the way, not to keep talking about Angelina Jolie.
Her lips.
Yeah. Brad Pitt. No, I can't stand those lips.
Brad Pitt.
In what movie was that where...
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
No, it was the Coen Brothers movie where he's the athletic trainer.
Oh, Burn After Reading.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yes.
And that's what won me over with Brad Pitt. Followed up shortly after that by his appearance on Between Two Ferns.
You know what I like about Angelina Jolie? Brad Pitt was in this
that's exactly. See, I love that guy.
That is a
it's
good
snarky.
movie.
Yeah, if she were Sarah Silverman, totally different story.
You don't like Sarah Silverman?
No, I love Sarah Silverman.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Well,
the Chuck Show is just about to wrap up here.
Do you hear what Maroon 5 was in town last night?
No.
Yes.
Thank goodness.
Did you hear it? Oh, you don't like them?
No.
Why do you hate them?
You know what? Honestly, it's just it's poppy
it is
bull
poppy.
crap.
Yeah.
I'm not into it.
He hates Tim Mahoney, and Tim Mahoney really hates him.
Everyone has an audience, I think, and that's cool. They have a great big audience, and they whatever. But I worked in hot adult contemporary music.
Did you ever hear Tim's song about Adam Levine, Rusty?
Yeah. So last night at one point, Adam Levine tells the audience, put your cell phones down. Live in the moment, at least for this one song.
Yeah.
Put your cell phones down. And he wouldn't start because there was people in the front row. He goes, I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
You people in the front. I want this entire stadium to live in the moment for at least one song. And they did. I thought that was uber cool.
Yeah,
I'd never heard that done before.
Yeah.
That was
Of
Corey
course, it was
Adams.
a song that you would have hated.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I would. Yeah. I would have just been presently complaining the whole time.
That's cool. That's like Corey Adams.
It sucks.
I wonder how difficult and just bizarre it would be for some of these people. Like, I can't put the phone down.
Well, you know
Hey,
when
Rusty,
you
you
leave your
could right
phone at
now.
home and you kind of like have a little freak out now.
Yeah.
It's like you leave your phone at home. You're
I lost my phone.
Yeah, Rusty.
Oh, right, you did.
I just
Rusty
say Rusty's
lost
managed
his
to leave
phone.
his home at. Oh,
I
wait.
found it. I tried to call you.
Yeah. Oh shoot! I asked for people. If you find my phone, please call me.
Show us the pictures on there, Carla. I'm very afraid.
Oh,
Nice
gosh.
pictures. They're nice pictures. All right.
Well, that is cool. You know, I actually read an article last week about a guy who did an experiment of putting his phone in his pocket for a week, and whenever he's around his friends, not getting his phone at all. And apparently, he noticed that it made people put their phones away more quickly, and then people were inspired not to get their phones out either. And I really do try, me personally, when I'm out, to put my phone away and not.
I barely touched mine last night, and I thought that was a great step. That's like step 2. Step 3, I'm calling you all and apologizing for ever having used my phone.
I haven't seen mine since Sunday at my son's lacrosse game.
Uh-huh.
Evil lacrosse parents. Someone swiped my phone.
Uh-oh.
My last tweet was, at lacrosse game, Someone's going to be sore and achy after this game. Hashtag these bleachers hurt my butt.
And then the next one, love my phone. Oh,
someone stole my phone. Someone stole it.
Well, if
Anyway.
you see Rusty's phone, it's one of those black ones that hangs on the wall. It's got that one earpiece that looks like a bell, and it's got a rotary dial on it. And yep, exactly. And when you pick it up, Alexander Graham Bell's on the other line.
Hello?
Oh,
Who is
my
this?
God.
Who?
Yeah.
What?
Wow, we are really. This is like a fade out of our podcast.
Yeah. Let's
thank Carla for being here.
Thank you, Carla Beaurline,
Thank
for
you for
being
having
here.
me.
And since you have a phone, please let everyone know about this incredible hit show.
Around Town Media is Carla's business. You can Google them and I'm sure find all the links.
Carla Beaurline.
You know who we have on the show tomorrow?
Who?
Jeff Dubé.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Is he gonna? Oh, I've got an erotica book. I'm gonna have him read.
Oh, for
yeah,
God's sake.
it's almost as good as Tina Ness's. No, it's actually might be a little better.
Wow.
But just because it's a different thing, it's a true story.
Awesome.
All right.
Now
Well,
remember,
yes,
you can always Rusty. In case you're wondering, you don't have a phone, but you could always go to a landline or a computer or whatever. You could find us at www.twincitieshitshow.com, on Twitter @CitiesHitShow, or Facebook Twin Cities Hit Show. Come find us.
Yes. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
You're awesome.